It's the Community Spotlight on KUAF. I'm Pete Hartman. This weekend's local author open house being hosted by Pearls Books and the Fayetteville Public Library. We're hearing from 3 of these featured authors this week on the Spotlight. David Lee Holcomb is one of them, and I spoke with him recently. As a writer, do you read other people's work? I wonder if there's ever a fear for an author, a writer, to somehow take what they're reading and it becomes part of theirs, or is that part of the process as well?
Yes and yes. It is part of the process. I think what we write is based on everything we experience. It's our lives, it's our memories, it's every TV show we watched, every conversation we eavesdropped on. Everything gets ingested and repurposed and becomes part of the compost that we grow our own writing out of.
You pull from everything.
When you're writing a book, you're not just one person. You're an entire cast of characters. All of those people are basically you, but they're also different people, and you're filling in those blanks to make them different people out of the experience that you've got, out of everything you know, everything you remember, everything you've heard, everything you've done.
Your latest work, what have you been doing?
I've just published my 3rd novel, which is a fantasy with an older male protagonist who is basically an ordinary person who finds himself in extraordinary circumstances. My first attempt at fantasy. Okay. There's no sword-wielding heroes in furry jockstraps or anything like that. It's just a guy, an ordinary guy, lives alone with his cat, and strange things emerge in his life that he has to cope with. And I thought it was an interesting opportunity to get into dealing with some things that you don't necessarily do in ordinary day-to-day life. You can a lot of times take fantasy and use that as a way to explore ideas and situations that would be a lot more complicated to communicate if you were doing it as the world as is.
That's local author David Lee Holcomb, one of the number of local authors featured at the local author open house this Saturday at the Fayetteville Public Library. It's being helped put on by Pearls Books here in Fayetteville. For more information, pearlsbooks.com. The Community Spotlight, keeping you connected to your community.